Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to build out some coffin extensions. If you know me or have been with my channel for a while, I do not build out ridiculously long nails because I can't function. I tried so hard to try to do them. It did not work. I literally slept in them and I felt like, what do I do with my hands? Anyone know where that's from? Anyway, put it below. So I took down my previous set just a little bit, not a lot, because again, we are building those extreme extensions, so you don't need to take it down very far. So I filed and I prepped and I came in with tack, and now we are going to cut these. These are Mia Secret forms. I just got them off Amazon. I think it was like a pack of 500, so they're gonna last me a while, okay? So I pinched that together and then I slide it under my nail. And you really want to take your time applying these forms because this is what's going to set up exactly how your nail is going to be. So if you're not doing this correctly, then you could have a crooked nail, a nail that doesn't reach to it. So definitely pay attention. So I'm taking Cool Gel by Light Elegance and their number 6 brush. I use 4 for all colors, but for clear I use their number 6 because it's a little bit bigger. So I'm taking it on the free edge and then down. So most of the quote unquote bulk will be on the form, and then I walk it back up to the nail because I do wear those practice tips for other tutorials. So I do carve into my nails quite often. I know, probably terrible to do, but it's okay, I can fix them. So what I'm doing is grabbing a little bit more, putting that on top, because what you want to do is make sure that you are bringing it back onto your natural nail, because when you go to file this bad boy, if you don't have it on your natural nail or your free edge, you will snap it off. So I always feather it down with leaving a larger chunk on the free edge for this specific length. So you can see these are very sticky forms, but you can see I definitely cannot function with them. So I have to start with my pinky inward because usually I do like pointer out, but the pinky and just going down is harder for me. So I just figure if I start from the outside, go to the inside, it'll be easier. So again, cut our forms and then we go ahead and apply that under. And since I am doing a tapered, I really get in there and try to form it to exactly how I want it to be. A lot of people will pinch. You can absolutely pinch. My nails aren't necessarily too wide. My middle one's a little bit wide, but I don't usually have any issues, especially since I literally take these off because I cannot function, especially with my 8-month-old. It was actually kind of funny because I slept in them. So I can film 2 other tutorials. I did a fall one, which is what the main experience was supposed to be for. And then I did a bright one, which we'll see next because we're almost in September. Oh yeah, tutorial. We applied it to the tip and then we walked it down and then we came back over and applied it to the nail, and then we will feather that nail back because again, you want to create that seamless connection. And since we are building the base, we actually come in later and go ahead and build up the nail because I'm doing color on top. So this is a fully structured nail. So I will go ahead and let you watch the next 2 fingers.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our clouds when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the monsoon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. a
All
bass
right,
guitar.
taking some cleanser, and you really want to get in this, get under the nail, you know, really clean this bad boy. So for me, I don't know if you can see, that's what I'm trying to show you, is that I bring the gel down so I can file it up into shape. I hope that makes sense. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing down that side and filing it up. And again, doing that on the other side, trying to keep my file straight, so we have the correct shape that we are going for. So end up being coffin, as you know from the tutorial. And now we are going to build up our apex. So I'm doing a slip layer. And the reason I filed my base layer is because I really wanted that shape to be as close as possible to the finished look. So that way when I'm building up my apex, I'm not worrying about reshaping the nail after, if that makes sense. So apply that slip layer, and then we come in with our blob. Now, if you notice, I did not push that like super far back because your apex is going to be where your stress point is. And then I walk it down the nail, and I make sure I'm getting the sides left and right, because what I want is I want it to be that dome effect. So by walking it down the nail, keeping majority of that gel in the middle, so when you go left and right, you're kind of pushing it to the outside, but then you're also pushing it towards the middle. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to fuss with this for a little bit to get the shape I want, and then bring some of that excess gel back up to the nail. And then I do hold my nails upside down majority of the time, and that way it will flip up when right before I cure, and then it brings all the gel back to that center. And you can see me kind of moving it back up, because you want the tip to be super thin, but not like thin like it's gonna break, but like you don't want the bulge down there by the tip. So I'm going to repeat that process. So again, taking that slip layer, we're still using that cool gel because I'm trying to use up my pots here, and I figured getting that cool gel down because I have a ton left. So apply that bead in kind of like the middle half, and then push it to the cuticle, because at the cuticle I don't want that bulge either. So at the tip and the cuticle, you don't want really any bulge, so it kind of comes up in a dome effect. So I will go ahead and let you guys finish watching this, and I'll catch you towards the end.
And I'll be running, possessed by a lone low voodoo, fired up like a wolf on the full moon, and we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us, and I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Cause you got me holding, play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mess me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drive me around in your red Ford, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding.
All right, now we're gonna give that a full cure, and I'm coming in and shaping. I'm using an e-file for this because I want to save my hands, because it would take forever. So what I'm doing is taking some of that bulk off, and then I will come in with a hand file and a buffer to finish off that filing. So again, still same filing routine, straight edges, 90 degrees, and then once you're reaching the end, you're gonna do your tip up and down straight. So now we will top coat it, but that is the base. So this is where I normally would leave it, but for this specific tutorial, I am gonna top coat it because I wanna show you the end product, and always top coat the underside. All right, so essentially I literally file this off and put a design over it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.